Dear colleagues, we resume our work. It's my pleasure to invite to the microphone Colonel Oleksandr Motuzyanyk, Presidential Administration spokesperson on other-related issues. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I suggest to your attention fresh information on the ATO situation and immediately good news. During the last 24 hours, no Ukrainian servicemen were killed and no of them were wounded. Yesterday, the situation during the contact line was rather calm. During the day, only 3 short-term provocations were registered. This happened near Krakivka village to the north of Slavyano-Serbsk and near Sanjarivka at the border of Donetsk and Lugansk Oblast, and the small arms were used by militants in these provocations at the key positions of our defense, where there were rather heavy combats a month ago. Nevertheless, yesterday there remained quiet situation. Near Mariupol, our bodyguards have registered 2 flights of UAVs. Ukraine has introduced full-scale sanctions against the aggressor state, the Russian Federation. Yesterday, Petro Poroshenko has signed and put to force the special decision on this issue of the National Security and Defense Council. The black list comprises citizens of Ukraine, Russia, and the third countries which are involved to the violation of the territorial integrity of Ukraine and are allegedly participants of felonies. Besides, the sanctions will cover a big number of the Russian legal entities. Despite the quiet situation at front line, Ukrainian servicemen continue their exercises. Near Mariupol, the large-scale military exercises were held yesterday. They were the culmination point of the several months training undergone by those servicemen who were enrolled to the armed services during the 6th wave of mobilization. These were teachers, bank managers, and other peaceful professions, but having been trained within several months, they repelled the offense of so-called enemies. More than 100 of the military equipment and several hundreds of servicemen participated in this military exercise, and now we know that Mariupol is reliably defended. Also, the cleaning of Ukrainian special forces continues today. In the morning, SBU has detained one of the middle rank officers for bribe, and during the last 2 months, the SBU has revealed and detained 16 bribe takers among the officers of SBU. Ukrainian law enforcement services have found and expropriated one of the biggest storages of munition in Lugansk region. The SBU servicemen have expropriated one of the biggest storages, which comprises anti-tank missile system, 4 anti-tank controlled rockets, multi-launching machine guns, grenade launchers, Kalashnikov gun, 68 mines, more than 1,200 munition for grenade launchers for anti-tank mines, 16 grenades, and 22,000 of cartridges of different caliber. In general, the storage comprised 50 types of different arms. Near Peredilske, also the 5 mines, 3 grenades, and 3 munitions to the grenade launcher were found out. The rotation in Ukrainian law enforcement agencies participating in ATO continues. Thus, Ternopil militia unit has started to ATO. They will spend there 2 months, and this unit comprises 50 volunteers from different units of Ternopil militia. They are provided with all necessary ammunition, warm clothes, food, ammunition, and at the same time, 140 law enforcers from Vinnytsia came back from Donbass. In general, during the period of ATO, some 1,800 of the Vinnytsia law enforcement participated in ATO. The families of the killed servicemen are provided with housing, flats, and in line with the state program for buying housing to the servicemen. And some 7.7 million hryvnia were allocated for this. Also, the research group of the National Military and Historical Museum has been working in that. And now the story about a heroine, a sanitary instructor, Irina Ivanush. Irina Ivanush is broadly known to our servicemen in frontline after nom de guerre Lutyk. She went there as a volunteer and during carrying out the combat tasks, she crossed over a mine and lost 2 legs and heavily wounded in the eye, and now she is awarded. I would like to ask a question. Those provocations which you mentioned, they sounded Kryakivka and Sanzharivka. What was the 3rd location? So the provocations took place near Kryakivka and Sanzharivka, and in Sanzharivka there were 2 provocations, as you might hear. The militants used only small arms. And about detained officer of the SBU, whether he was caught during bribing, or whether how big was that bribe. Please ask these questions to the SBU, because this is just a fresh operational information and we are not in position to disclose too much. Thank you very much, dear colleagues. Our last brief